If you tune in, you tune in. If you don't, you don't. Um, I'm getting straight to it. It's just a quick message because I got to get this off me. I can't let this be on my chest. Um, everybody always tells me. Everybody always tells me. Not everybody, but a lot of people tell me all the time. You need to worry about yourself, baby. Don't worry about everybody else, bro. You need to worry about yourself. Bro, worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on you. Focus on yourself. Focus on your kids. Focus on you and your kids. Don't worry about nobody else, right? You need to worry about yourself. Yourself, yourself, yourself. With billions of people on this planet, about 7 billion people on this planet, if everybody focused on their self and everybody on this planet walked in separate directions and nobody united, where will we all be at, man? Shout out to you, Oliver. I'm not going to be on here long. I just got to get this message off my chest. Shout out to you, bro, for always supporting, man. How is it that people around the world, all around, can understand what I'm trying to do? Or even if you can't help me, even if you can't agree with me, even if you don't believe me, even if you don't understand what I'm doing, how is it that strangers, people from all around the world, can understand what I'm trying to do and see the bigger picture sometimes? But the people closest to you, the people around you, the people you want to help the most, the people you want to try to save the most, they always will tell you to save yourself. I can't stand this selfish. Listen, if we all remain selfish, and if everybody only focuses on their self and didn't think about the collective and didn't think about the betterment of the future, then where will we be as a people? The reason why we're so divided is because we're all selfish. It's too many selfish people. The selfishness, the individualism, the boss chick, the independent man, that's why we're so divided right now. Nobody can seem to want to think as the collective. Nobody wants to think for the collective. Nobody wants to think about the future. Everybody wants to think about their selfish present. And that's our problem. I could be straight, and I am straight. This is what y'all need to understand. When people tell me, like, it's always my family or somebody who I love close to me, some friends or family or somebody, it's always them telling me, focus on yourself, baby. Focus on yourself. Focus on your kids. You can't save everybody else. You can't change everybody, bro. Don't worry about everybody. Worry about your children. Worry about yourself. I already saved myself. I already saved my children. As long as I'm alive, my children are fine. As long as I'm around, they're okay. As long as I'm their father, they're going to be in reality. They're going to understand. So it's not me saving myself. That's not what I need to do. The information, the things that I know, it could change and save more than just myself. And why wouldn't anybody who is knowledgeable and understanding of life, why wouldn't they want to share and spread the knowledge to help other people in their lives? The fact that we're living in such a selfish, sick society where people just say, focus on yourself, do for yourself, better yourself. That's the reason why we don't see the collective problems that we're all facing together. And see, people will say, Betty, you're negative, man. You always talking about something negative. Don't nobody want to hear that. But let me say this. I don't care if you want to hear the situation that you're in. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. See, when you go to the doctor and you got cancer, do you want the doctor to tell you everything's okay, you don't have cancer? Or do you want that doctor to say you have stage 3 ovarian cancer, we can surgically remove it if we act now. If we do this and do this and do that, you can get rid of this cancer and we can put you in remission and you can bounce back. Would you rather deal with your problems and create solutions, or would you rather ignore your cancer that you have in your body that's growing and spreading, ignore the cancer, and only be happy and blissful while the cancer is consuming you? These are the people we're living. These are the people in society today. They're comfortable knowing that everybody has cancer and is terminally ill, but they're not willing to do anything about it, nor even address it, nor even discuss it. Because I'm worried about myself. I can't worry about stuff I can't change. See, that's that brainwashed biblical mentality that so many people only focus on the things I can change and don't worry about what I can't change. That's that slave mentality. Only worry about what I can do, and anything bigger than me, leave it up to God. That's all the devil's brainwash tactics. Any problem bigger than me, leave it up to God. Do the government, our government, who has water treatment facilities and water treatment plants, do they leave fresh water and drinkable, usable water up to God? Or do they take upon themselves to treat the water and make the water drinkable and usable for the whole community? Is the government God? Fuck no, they're not. But is the government thinking about the problems and solutions for all of the people? Yes. So why does the government have position and power to have dominion and rule over your life? They have the power to determine what's in your water. They have the power to determine how your food is progressed. They have the problem. They have the power to tell you how to eat, how many times a day to eat, what to eat, what's suggested to eat, but you won't question them. You don't question the government, General Mills, who makes all the boxes of cereal for all the nations in America and all around the world to eat. You don't question them and say, General Mills, worry about yourself. Don't feed the whole America, feed yourself. See, selfish Americans can't think beyond their selfish, small mentalities because they can't control nothing and can't fathom bigger than their own existence. So they only focus on selfishness. And that is why we're failing as a people. And that is why we're failing as a nation. Because you have adults, grown-ups, elders telling you to stay out of the way, stay out, mind your business. And whose business is it? Hold on. How is it not our business on what's being put in the water? How is it not our business on what's being put in the food you eat? How is it not your business on what you do to provide for your family financially? All that is your business as a grown folk, as a grown-up. The problem is there's not enough grown-ups. The problem is there's not enough adults. There's a bunch of children living in adult bodies. There's a bunch of irresponsible slaves living in adult bodies. Because if you knew what I knew and you understood the world for what it is, you would do everything you could to try to make some type of change in this time that we have right now. Because guess what? When you're a child, you can't do nothing to change nothing. When you're a teenager, you can't do much to change nothing. When you're not taking care of yourself, you can't do much to change nothing. But when you start taking care of yourself, when you start having children, when you start having a family and start thinking about the future, and you start thinking about the trajectory of the world that you live in, you will damn sure do something to try to fucking change it. And if not, you might as well take your hands, tie them behind your back, climb to the highest fucking bridge, and head first jump off. Because if you're not doing nothing to change the reality of that you're living in, or to even understand the reality that you're living in, you're in the fucking way. And I'm so sick of grown adults in the way generation after fucking generation. Get out the way. Because just because you're a coward, just because you're scared, and just because you don't think you have the ability to change nothing, people do have the ability. And everybody ain't scared, and everybody's not cowards, and everybody's not dumb. Everybody's not blinded. You got grown-ups out here, man, who are about to vote for a fucking president when they don't know nothing about the policies that these people stand for. We have grown-ups out here who are about to vote for a fucking president who don't even watch the news. We have grown-ups out here. We have grown people, grown folks who don't even watch the news, but they're about to go vote for the president. You're an uneducated voter. You're an uneducated adult. You're an uneducated citizen. You're uneducated religious beliefs. You're totally an uneducated person. And I'm talking about the ones who are telling people like me, the ones who are having change in this world, who are creating change in this world, who are actually actively affecting and helping people every day. You got people telling people like me to mind my own business and save myself. How can you mind your own business and save yourself when you're raising 3 young fucking children? How can you mind your business and save yourself when you're a single father to 3 beautiful, wonderful children? How could you not worry about your future when you have 3 beautiful, wonderful children, all under the ages of 15 and under? When you have a 4-year-old son, how could you not worry about the fucking future that you're living in? How could you not worry about the water, the food, the air? How could you not worry about the government, the politics, the policies? How could you not? I tell you, instead of being uneducated and dumb, educate yourself, and you need to concern yourself with something in this world. You need to concern yourself with something in your environment. You need to concern yourself with the future that you're about to be facing. And the reason why most people don't care and they only worry about themselves and they only care if they're straight and they're good, most people don't care because they don't have no ability to do shit, and they don't strive, and they don't even understand what's going on. So I know why most people tell me to mind my own business and just live a happy life and stay out the way, baby. Don't worry about all this shit. You know why? Because you didn't worry about it. The reason why you're telling me not to worry about it, so I can be just like you. And I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be blinded. I don't want to be dumb. See, do you know about the bones, that the human bones they put in the food? Do you know about the aborted baby fetuses and human flesh that they put in your food source? No, you don't. Because you don't care, so you eat this shit actively every day. Because you don't care, because you don't want to know, because you want to be selfish and you think you're okay. Just because you put your head under the covers doesn't mean the boogeyman is not going to fucking get you. Just because you put the blanket over your head when the boogeyman come out your closet does not mean he's not going to pull that blanket off and knock you over the head. It doesn't even matter if you know the problems anymore. They're affecting you. We're all having breathing issues. We're all on this planet. Everybody's having similar issues, but nobody can tie it together because everybody's worried about their fucking self. So nobody can see the problems that persist amongst the nations. Pretty soon, I'm not going to be online. I hope I am, but pretty soon, if this continues the way it's continuing, They cannot allow this to go like this. Because Big Badays understand everything that's going on. Big Badays understands the game. Big Badays understand the ins and the outs, the ups and the downs, because all I do is study. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about us. It's for us. Like one of my favorite songs, Vontae the Singer, For Us. One of my favorite songs. It's for us. This ain't for me. This for us. I don't come on this online for me. I know what the fuck's going on. I'm fully aware of the situation we're in. I've actually seen it and predicted it to come, because if you see what's happening in front of you, you can see what can happen potentially next. But it's too many people only worrying about yourself, only caring about what you think is important. And what you think is important may not be relevant at all. If you're not worrying about your infrastructure, if you're not worried about your food, if you're not worried about your water, if you're not worried about your financial, if you're not worried about your mental, if you're not worried about your spiritual faculties, you ain't worried about shit. You think government elected officials are sitting around being selfish and talking about only what they want? Yeah, they're getting their line in their pockets, but they're lining their pockets with your money. They're lining their pockets with your money. So they're taking the collective's dollars and they're gonna do whatever they can do with your collective money, with your collective vote, with your collective approval. So if you want to worry about yourself, don't go out and vote. If you only worry about your fucking self, don't go out and vote for Kamala Harris. Don't go out and vote for Donald Trump if you worry about only yourself. Because what are you voting for? A grown-ass person to dictate the pace of your life if you worry about your fucking self so much. If you only worry about yourself, don't worry about nobody else. Do you? But you're going to go vote, right? Oh, okay, I understand. So why don't you understand that we're not in this separately? We're in this together. You want to rally up everybody to get everybody to vote for Kamala Harris, but guess what? What did Kamala Harris do for you for the last 4 years? What did Kamala Harris do for us as a nation? She filled us up with people who are not from our nation to take over our nation. And the people who are on the nation are getting poisoned and dropping like flies. You can't make this shit up, and it don't make sense. And how am I supposed to worry about myself when my life was decent? How am I supposed to worry about myself when my childhood was good? Hey, I had a good childhood. I had a good childhood. I had a good upbringing. Hey, turn that off. Oh, my bad. I thought you was one of the boys playing. How am I supposed to not worry about my future of my children when my past was a good past? I had dates. I went on dates with women. I had mall dates and went on dates with beautiful girls in the mall. I walked around the mall and actually got to shop. I actually got to go out and buy things and shop. I actually got to experience real food growing up. I lived in a time where there was real food in the stores. Now it's mostly fake. How am I not supposed to care? How am I not supposed to care when my children, their schools are getting shot up every fucking 2-3 months? How am I not supposed to care? How can you not care when you got so many children, grandchildren, and great grands and all this and that and future generations? You ain't even caring about where they're gonna be at. You know why? Because all you care about is your fucking self. You tell me to worry about myself because you worried about yourself. Now you worrying about yourself, look where you got us. We're not free. We're not straight. We're not financially astute as a nation. We're not independent as a nation. Y'all talk that independent woman shit. All these independent women who ain't got husbands are fucked up and struggling. So that independent bullshit was a trick and a trap just to divide us and keep us apart from each other. How am I supposed to worry about myself when the way women are thinking is so far-fetched from reality that me now, I'm single, needing a woman, there's no quality picks like now. It's not many quality picks. And if they are, how the fuck am I supposed to pinpoint the one quality decent woman amongst the millions of trash? How am I supposed to do that? I don't do online dating profiles. I'm not one of these lame online dudes. The only time you see me online is on YouTube. I'm not one of them niggas. I don't do Facebook. I have a Facebook, but I don't. I have an Instagram, but I don't. I have a Snapchat, but I don't. So how are we supposed to, how am I supposed to not care when I can't even live the life that I grew up living anymore? Shit, with all these, for real. Exactly. Why are we here? God bless you. Why are we here, said? Why is it so hard for people to say I was wrong, I was tricked? I don't know. God bless you, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm one of the most knowledgeable men out here in the modern world in these times. Not about rich, not about fame, not about fortune. It's about understanding. I'm at the pure level of understanding right now in this time in the world we're living in, right? And even the people around me don't want to listen to me, but they'll hear me. They'll hear what I'm saying. It'll sink in. They'll experience it in real life. And then they'll come back later in the future and say, bro, you was right. Stop doing that to me. Everybody, stop taking my words so lightly. You don't have to fucking suffer. You can learn from somebody or all people around you so you won't have to suffer those, whatever the consequences. You can study somebody, what they're going through, and so you won't have to go through that, or you can see what you can go. Pick and choose what's best, the good qualities and the bad qualities from everybody. Take away the bad and use the good from everybody. Learn to listen. Learn to goddamn learn. The reason why I am who I am is because I've learned my whole life and daily am learning. But see, what I won't do is allow somebody who has no results to try to tell me nothing. Your life yields no positive results. You have no results. You don't have families. You don't have children. You don't have husbands. You don't have wives. So how could you do that? How could you tell me? See, the man who's experienced the things and the woman who's experienced the shit, the wise person, that's who you're supposed to listen to. I listen to wise people all the time, every day. I'm not going to name my sources. I'm not going to say this and that, but I listen to wise people all the time. It's a million people wiser than me. It's a million people who know more than me. But that's why I listen to those people. To gain some knowledge, to gain some insight that I don't have, because I'm not worried about just my fucking self. I'm gonna take the best qualities from everybody in anything, in any situation that I'm in, and I'll take away the negative qualities. So any situation that I'm placed in, be it good or bad, I'm gonna get out of it what I needed out of it. I'm not trying to be selfish and think everything is about me, because I'm just one of the billions of people on this planet. But this is the thing. Our power as humans comes from collective. That's why I preach and promote collective unity every day, because our power comes from collective. Our power doesn't come from individualism. Our power does not come from separatism. Our power comes from when we stand 100 of us together, we could flip a building over. We could put a car, 100 men could pick a car up and put it on top of them and carry it. 100 men could carry a car. If we used our strength together and united like the ants, that is how we will maintain and prosper into the future. This separatism and individualism that they keep, that these weak people keep promoting to me. Worry about yourself, man. Just worry about yourself, baby. Just take care of yourself, man. Take care of them kids, man. Don't worry about nobody else. Motherfucker, me and my children are not the only people on this planet. So yeah, I'm just listen to this analogy. Because like I said, we are raised right. Me and my children are right. We're in balance. We're in tune, right? But when we go out into the world, say I'm raising my children healthy. We don't have body fat. We don't have ailments other than this air shit that everybody's breathing in. This George Floyd. This is the only problems that we all have in my house. This George Floyd shit. Other than that shit, our bodies are perfect specimens, human specimens, damn near human perfection. No out of place, no nothing out of place, right? So when we go out into the world and we looking at people and you see people who are busted, you see dudes who are busted, beat up, stomachs beat, fat, overweight, unhealthy, because it's not about your weight, it's about your health. You see people busted and out of order in society. And then you being a healthy child, you being a healthy man, a healthy family, living in balance, because we live right. I already got myself straight, sir, ma'am. I already have myself straight. I'm trying to help others. Do you get it? So when we step out into society and we see others fucked up, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's funny, but guess what it's doing? It's provoking a reaction from us because we're living so imbalanced. We don't understand how everybody else is not in balance. So me being selfish and worrying about myself, it doesn't help. Because when we're straight in the house, we come outside in society and everybody's fucked up and it's sad for us. It's not a good existence to be the only straight people around. It's not. It's not a good existence in reality to be one of the only healthy people in your environment. It's not. It's not. It's not good to feel like an outsider everywhere you go because people offer you shit that you don't participate in and you don't do nothing that people do because everybody does a bunch of pointless bullshit. So how does that work? Make that make sense. Do you look at it from my perspective? We straight. I'm physically fit. I don't even work out. My body's toned and trimmed. I don't even work out and my body's cut. Toned and trimmed and cut. I don't even work out. Because I don't have to. Because I eat right. I live right. I'm balanced. I'm healthy. So look, you go your healthy balance. I go my healthy balance ass outside. And I see everybody else who's unhealthy and unbalanced. It's sad. So what does that make me do? It makes me go inside my shell. It makes me say, damn, these people are fucked up. And it makes me be quiet because I know people don't want to hear, hey, bro, hey, get your shit together, man. You looking sloppy, bro. Hey, when I was younger, when you were little and younger, this is why it's best to keep it real. When you were younger, you go outside and you get picked on for being out of order. You used to get picked on for being out of order. Society checked you. And I miss those days. All these fucking people who are going through shit. I seen a dude yesterday. He unearthed himself because his weak ass couldn't handle the pressures of being a man. Wrote a letter to his family. It was a black dude, a weak ass chump. A weak ass chump. You ain't even seen nothing yet, weak chump. And you want to unearth your fucking self? We're not raising our men to be men. We're not raising our women to be women. We're raising these weak chumps who feel entitled, like they are owed something because they're being raised selfish. I'm sick of this shit. Our people are so fucked up because we're so selfish. It's a bunch of rich millionaire black people, right? But most black people are poor and oppressed. Make it make sense. It's a few selfish, decent, rich black people, but black people as a whole are subjugated and fucked up and oppressed. Make it make sense. Does it make sense for a few of us to be good, but majority of us to be bad? Because you worry about yourself, the good ones are worried about themselves. Imagine all the people. Imagine if your doctor was to be selfish and say, shit, I ain't saving nobody's lives today. I'm not doing my job today. But that day he called out of work for selfish reasons, not because he's sick, not because he needs a day. He called out of work because he felt like saving himself. He said, I have the knowledge of being a doctor, but I'm gonna just take care of myself. I'm gonna apply all these medical knowledge just to myself and my family. So he's got a healthy family, which the doctor already is gonna have a healthy family because he's gonna make sure his family's healthy. The doctor is already straight. You get it? I'm already straight. Worry about yourself, but I already did that. Now I can worry about y'all. You don't get it? So if the doctor doesn't go to work that day to save that patient who's having a heart problem, that patient's going to lose their life. So the doctor cannot take a day off. The doctor cannot not do his job. The doctor cannot, once he becomes a doctor, the doctor cannot take his matters and for selfishness and use it only for self. Do you understand it? It's your big homie, Big Betty. I love y'all. It's your big homie. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I had to get that off me because it's unbelievable what people don't understand. The reason why we're so fucked up as a nation, as a people, as a race, as a place, all of us together, white, black, European, all of us. The reason why we're so messed up is because we're selfish and everybody's worried about themselves. Wake up, smell the coffee. Wake up, smell the coffee, have a sip, and understand it's not just about you. United we stand, and divided we fall. It's like this. One strand of hair by itself can be plucked out, right? A single strand of hair can be plucked out with not much tension. But a handful of hair has the power to withstand tens of thousands of pounds of pressure. The hair united in bonds, the hair united in bundles has the power to withstand hundreds of times its pressure. With one hair strand, it can be plucked out. So do you want to be selfish and be one hair strand, or don't you understand that the only way we can survive is for us to unite like a dreadlock and form together like a dreadlock so we can withstand thousands of pounds of pressure? United we stand, divided we fall. Selfishness and individualism got us nowhere but to the devil. Do you want to stay with the devil? I don't. I don't stay with him at all. It's your big homie. I stay with God and I stand for God. Where do you stand?